Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, those on YouTube at Padding Realm. Today, we are going to be looking at the godly way of doing business. It is a gem of Designing Faith Enterprise, which is a series I'm developing through my audio podcast and on YouTube. It's a gem because it is the second key which opens this design, this answer of one burning question that any entrepreneur of faith should ask. Where do I belong? And I guess we'll go ahead and acknowledge part of where I got that answer. I want to give a shout out to the girl in my life. Blanca, mi querida cariño, mi princesa. Te amo, I love you. Now, in the godly way of doing business, not just talking about the entrepreneur himself, but a person who is either married or a candidate for marriage. One plaintive cry I hear among couples sometimes when it comes to finances: Jimmy, he just spent that money without even consulting me. Jimmy, this is terrible. And I'm thinking, I would never. And it's funny, the next day I was going to church with Blanca. And she told me, she said, well, it's okay, cariño. I trust you. I know you'll come talk to me. You might say, well, why does that matter? Because the family is the basic building block, the basic unit of society. Marriage is a huge part of that, between man and woman. You may say, well, Jimmy, you're single. Why are you thinking about marriage right now? How about the fact that I'm in love? How about that? How about the fact that I'm beginning to see the answer that I started this series with on July 1st? I designed this series in the aftermath of my father's death because so much was happening to me, and I was like, man, where do I belong? And I picked up some clues and some hints along the way. A couple of days ago, I picked up the first key, and now I got the second key. The divine way, the godly way of doing business, which is honesty and integrity. Honesty with people that you do business with, and showing integrity, being true to who you are and what you believe, and not compromise just because, well, the culture says so. The culture says so. The culture says so. So compromise this, compromise that. No. I did a podcast on spiritual discernment in the degenerate culture. Discerning between good and bad, of course, but also discerning between good and better. A good way of doing business is doing it for yourself. The better way, you're doing it for a purpose. You're doing it to bless people's lives, particularly people that you care about. Once again, I ask people, what is the godly way of doing business? Integrity, especially if you're a Christian. Your identity is in Christ. So that means being true to who you are, to his teachings, to the personal relationship you have with him, to the covenant relationship that you have with him. So why not? This is the beginning of the operation, the first key. The second key to owning the mystery. By the end of the season, we'll have had the third key, which solves the puzzle. We're getting close. But I want you to think about this. The godly way of doing business is integrity and service. And that's where you step in. I'm grateful for my Princessa. She's given me a reason to do my business. And what I love about her is, I had to miss a business meeting Saturday because it hadn't downloaded the technology. She said, hey, no excuses. So that is the godly way of doing business. Integrity and purpose. For my Princessa, those of you on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed watching. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, become a part of Pattern Realm. Until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Compromise everything. Go build your dreams so you can take it. Have that second key ready. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And do what others won't so you can have what others can't. Choose, act, and pursue happiness. God bless you. And remember this, from the bottom of my heart, Jimmy loves you. I really love you. God bless you and have a blessed day. Thank you, fellow Toastmasters.